In this club, I am on Yuga Master. I'm going to be showing you some replays today with my Millennium deck. I had some replays saved because I was still using Millennium before, the new Blue Eyes cards came, but there was only 3 replays, so I did use Millennium again. And I gotta say, I feel like I'm still gonna use Millennium, even though we have the new Blue Eyes cards in Yuga Master, and that's because this meta right now, they just rely on the graveyard so much. And Millennium, you don't care about your graveyard, this is such an awkward duel, by the way, so I'm not gonna even talk about it. It was just so awkward. It was just like, okay. Why did I even save this? I just thought it was funny, I guess, where my opponent was just like, Maxi, Molchami, and it's like, oh, these 2 cards are going to save me. Me, doesn't special summon. Oh. Yeah, so it was just very awkward, but I realized maybe why after, when I looked at my, I don't know, was it like, I think it was like stuff to screw me over if I had like a lot of stuff in my field, but I didn't summon shit with Millennium. So my opponent used that. I obviously negated it. I hate how every deck can run this, by the way. You should like have to reveal a Sky Striker card in your hand or something, because a lot of decks, not every, but a lot of decks have been using it. Yeah, some deck where they just try and screw over my plan. So they more rely on me doing something, but I didn't do anything that whole time, and yeah. So the thing is, yes, so the meta right now, it's crazy. A lot of people have been using Kashtira with Telements and Snake Eyes and Tenpai and Fiendsmith all together. Maybe not all of them, but most of them together. Because, you'll see a Fiendsmith deck, then it turns into a... Actually, no, you'll see a Kashtira deck, then it turns into Fiendsmith, then it turns into Tenpai, or actually Telements. I don't know. You get what I mean? It's confusing because they're just running like 3 or 4 meta decks together. So these replays are before the new Blue Eyes cards came. Just the first 3 replays. And oh my god, the meta has just been so crazy. So with Millennium, you don't care about your graveyard, whereas Blue Eyes you do, But with Millennium, you don't care. So Millennium is still very, very good. Speaking of Millennium, I believe against it. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to screw your whole deck over right now. Cross out Designator, Millennium, and GG. You've lost. What are you going to do? Unless you're those people that run Millennium with Snake Eyes or something. Like, don't do that, please. Don't do that. Just leave Yu-Gi-Oh! The Boomer stuff by itself. You don't have to mix it with your BS stuff. Thank you. People think I'm being serious. Oh, here we go. Snake Eyes with Millennium. Fuck you, Infinite Permanence. It's a joke. People take this way too seriously. Oh my god. So yeah, Millennium has been doing great with this meta because you just shut down the graveyard, and it's like, what are you gonna do now? And yeah, they can't do much. I've been loving Blue Eyes. Next video and other videos will be Blue Eyes. Maybe another Millennium video too. My opponent left. But I'm still going to make Millennium videos, just maybe not as much. But I still love using the deck because of this goddamn fucking meta. So with Blue Eyes, like yesterday and today, I've just been so unlucky with Blue Eyes where I don't start with any of the tuners. And when I do, I'm going second and I don't have any hand traps. So I'm going first. It's like, hey, the new Blue Eyes trap. I started with the new Blue Eyes trap, which is a good trap, by the way. I started it with like 6 times in a row. I'm like, I only have 1 copy of this. I have more than 10 tuners in my deck, and I can't start with one of them. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. See, I used Blue Eyes to get Millennium Ank. Look, I should have done the other stuff. I should have. But I was just in the mood to punch my opponent with 8,000 damage. I don't know. I was just in the mood. I didn't care about anything else. My opponent could not do anything after I stopped, what was it? Bonfire. But yeah, Effect Veiler. Unfortunately, I was like, damn, John, you idiot. I just wanted to go for that clean attack. Oop, I banged my microphone. Sorry. I just want to go for that clean attack, and yeah, my opponent couldn't do anything anyway. I guess they just got super bricked, but yeah, it was funny. It's funny when you duel against Tenpai, and sorry, and they try and get rid of EXODIA by destroying it with a card effect, or just, you know, and it's like, it can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects, and they just keep attacking and attacking, nothing happens, and then they just leave. It's the funniest thing. I had it in my match history, that duel, but I think I saved over it, unfortunately, unless it's this one. Not saved over it, but played a lot of duels where it disappeared from my match history. Here I couldn't really do too much, but I have there Chameleon 1, so I'm like, I'm fine with this. So there's infinite permanence, but that's not all. There can be only one. So when I saw my opponent was also using Tenpai, I was like, I'm going to negate that. And also, just so you can only have one stupid dragon on the field, there can be only one. That's another thing I love about EXODIA. You don't care about your graveyard, and floodgates go super well with Millennium, which screws over the current meta right now, which I doubt Master Duel will do anything about, because it's just so annoying. Like, look, run what you want, that's fine, but I'll keep talking in the next replay. I hate how Dragon Ball Super card game has just a lot of restrictions, where it says your leader needs to be this color and this trait, like blah 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 blah. And it's like, far out, man. This, like, I can't use this with my deck now. But I kind of get it, because with Yu-Gi-Oh, man, there's nothing like that. There's no restrictions. So, yeah, just, you know, you think you're facing a Fiendsmith deck, and then it turns into, you know, Telements and Tenpai, and it's just like, what the hell? And then it's the other way around, where you think you're against Telements, but then it turns into a Fiendsmith, and you just run all those cards together. They just go so well, and it's so annoying, man. It's like, you negate all their main stuff, and it's like, alright, back up, Link, Fiendsmith stuff now. It's like, oh boy. Why did my opponent leave? Why did... I guess that wasn't that good of a duel. I guess I just found it funny. Okay. Bro didn't even see what I was about to hit him with. Just, yeah, anti-spell. No? Okay. 2 more replays. So this one, and the other one will be from my phone, because I couldn't save it due to having too many replays saved. So it was in my match history. I played a lot of duels, so it went out of my match history, but I remembered to save that one at least by recording it. So I used Effect Veiler. I didn't want to use Infinite Permanence or Ash Blossom, because I can use those in my turn. And that was all my opponent could do, this meta player right here. So I used Blue Eyes just to see if my opponent had anything my opponent used. Dimension Shifter. Thank you very much. That doesn't affect me at all. This guy might be a pure Kashtira player, which I guess is kind of nice. My opponent got rid of Snake Eyes Doomed, which, you know, goes well with Millennium. I was complaining about Snake Eyes with this and this, but that fusion, you can basically summon it by having 2 continuous monsters. Like, just... what's the wording? Continuous... Yeah, 2 face-up monsters from your spell and trap... No, not continuous. 2 face-up monsters from your spell and trap zone. You just bounce a monster back, right? I've used it. Oh no, place it as a continuous spell. So yeah, just get a monster and put it in the continuous area. Spell and trap zone as a continuous. I forgot to mention this. I didn't record much because I have been sick. I had a 4-day weekend, and I pretty much said I was, you know, going to record a lot of videos, and I wanted to. But my son got sick, and then I got sick, and then my wife got sick. So we were all sick. I got norovirus, so I was just throwing up, and you know, the other thing as well. I don't want to say it. Too wet. No, you get it. So yeah, that's why I haven't recorded in some time. I finally feel better now. I didn't go to work today because I'm still contagious until, well, I shouldn't be anymore, but I didn't go because I was still contagious at the time during work hours. I'm going back tomorrow, but yeah, I've just been really sick. It didn't last long, luckily, but the 4-day weekend, I had the Friday where I did a lot of stuff. Then Saturday night, that's when it happened to my son. Then Sunday, me, and then my wife Monday. And yeah, so I haven't been able to record because I haven't been playing. I started finally playing maybe yesterday, but I was making a lot of misplays due to being sick, so I stopped. And then later that night, I felt better and I got back to the rank I was. As the last replay I'm showing you, looks different because yeah, it's recorded from my phone. I think this was Millennium versus Millennium. I think, I'm trying to remember. But I pretty much, yeah, it is. I just remembered. I screwed my opponent over. So my opponent, yeah, is also using Millennium. My nose is playing up right now. I'm like, bleh. I have Rivalry in my hand, so I think you know where this is going. I knew I shut my opponent down because of this. So here I link summon the rabbit. Got that trap card. Played Millennium Ankh. I didn't bother setting down my trap card. Just if my opponent would have used like Infinite Permanence or something. Sorry, Effect Veiler. Then maybe I would have. So I can have the trap card, but I didn't bother setting it down because I'm getting it with EXODIA anyway. My opponent didn't use Infinite Permanence. Effect Veiler, god damn it. Effect Veiler. So my opponent summoned that, put it in Spell and Trap Zone to summon. And that's when I used Rivalry. And it's like, GG. You can't summon EXODIA now. Or any other Millennium monster. So yeah. And my opponent ended their turn. I destroyed their whole field except for, Millennium Shield because it can't be destroyed by spells and traps. I believe it's the opponent's spells and traps. So I got the spell card, the EXODIA spell card, because, you can inflict piercing damage to the opponent, defense position. So I used another Millennium Ankh, because why not? Why not, Why not? Why not? Just do it, Fine. Did this. Bit risky, but it's fine. Yep, that's GG. A lot of damage right there. Alright, I'll show you the deck now. I lied. Okay. Now. I don't know if I want to get to Master. I mean, actually, I might because of Blue Eyes. It'd be nice to get to Master with the new Blue Eyes cards. If I got to Master with Millennium, then I should be able to get to Master with the new Blue Eyes cards. I mean, it's just the new the new meta gets destroyed by Millennium if you have the right cards. Like, just the right cards where you have this or this. Or even this as well. I might run 43 cards just so I can have one more fissure card. Dimensional fissure. Because yeah, I don't know, I might do it. I saw running one was ideal, but I tried running one and I did not like it because I wouldn't get any monsters, and it's like if I had more copies of this I'd be able to get the field spell, and I don't know, I didn't like it. I'd rather have two, just so I can get it as a backup, because sometimes you'll have a monster in your hand like this, and then you have this, and it's like, alright, I can get the field spell, put this in the spell and trap zone, and then I can get, this to the spell and trap zone, get this from my deck to my hand, and yeah. So I like having two. I might keep the deck like this. Yeah, I'm going to keep it like this. So next time I use the deck, it might be like this, or something has changed. I don't know. Alright, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.